Megadiel, Kubo, J Flyer, Kefri, Thick, Nick, Caesar. Let me shut this door. What's good? Never gave up hope. True soldier. In the trenches, dude. Just waiting for air support. Your friends dying around you, shells exploding. Oh, come. I was here. Woo, baby. What's good? Hey, hello, everybody. Good to see you. I'm a little gassed out. I just did 3 fucking hours of basketball. Bam. Yo, stream for the realest motherfuckers out there. Nuggets broke my heart tonight. Tragic, but you know, probably good they don't win again. What happened yesterday? Bro, I'll tell you in a second. Give it a little second, and I'll tell you the Renaissance Fair story because I did get screwed. I got screwed. Honestly, I got, I don't know, young Hitler. What position do you play in basketball? I mean, I want to be a point guard, but I got to score more points. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the height that I should be, you know, but my shooting needs work. You missed your left bench. We don't have a bench. What's up, Wet Siggies? What up, I Like Bugs? What up, Finnevel? What up, Nacy? There's the Lakers need a point guard. I'm just saying, Bron. I'm just saying, you and me. It's always been us. Everyone, all NBA fans are like, why doesn't Atrioc and LeBron play together? There's such a natural chemistry there. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's been asking for it. He calls me his sunshine all the time. You should watch the Atrioc Valorant tournament. Is that going on right now? When's the Atrioc Melee tournament? Oh, dude, by the way, sorry to trauma dump on you, chat, but my main man, J-Mook, lost back-to-back sets to lose the finals of Get On My Level today. It was tragic, dude. It was actually ripped my heart out. You know, I'm so glad I didn't, but I was this close to going live and doing a J-Mook watch party for the finals because I was popping off. I was losing it. He was playing so good. He beat. And then the finals were so tragic. How tall are you? I'm 5'11 3/4, which means I'm a gentleman 6 feet. I'm a gentleman 6 feet by if you don't call me 6 feet, you're not a gentleman. I'm a gentleman 6. We round up on those. Everyone's saying Copium is a short king, trying to feel better. I'm sorry. That's a fact, bro. This is my factual height. Chat, the Valorant tournament is on Studio AE. What is Studio AE? I have no idea what that means. I'm 6 foot 1/4 inch. You can have my leftover. Dude, can you imagine? Can you guys imagine a world where you could actually trade height? Like if you're 7'1", you could sell a foot and people would, the amount of money, it would be crazy. I mean, if the rich would all tower. All the rich people would be like 9 feet tall, bro. Jeff Bezos would be fucking 12 feet tall. It would be so bad. It would be so bad for society. Atrioc, I would trade 2 inches of dick for 2 inches of height. I got extra. Little bro walking around with a 1-incher after his 2-inch surgery. You don't got extra, little bro. Little bro's he's gonna get the surgery and walk around at 5'6" with a 1-inch dick. I mean, I guess it worked out, bro. Good job. The The height inequality is too damn high. Yeah, I mean, at least it's Kendrick might be able to draw. Kendrick comes back at 7 feet. Yeah, I guess I'm glad we can't do that. Same thing with age, right? Like, there's a lot of movies about how rich people could, like, buy years off your life. And it's so dystopian. I think the same thing would be true for height. Height and the idea that all this shit is randomly, naturally distributed, and no matter if you're poor or rich, you just get some of this stuff, is one of the only balancing things we have in real life. Isn't that already reality low-key? Not really. There's definitely, like, worse outcomes for poor people. More likely to be in a violent situation or have to do an unhealthy job. 100%. There's connections, but also genetics are genetics, and some people just live longer. Some people are just healthier. You can be healthy. There's still plenty of, like, out of shape, heart attack rich people on Wall Street that work 40 hours and eat 40 cheeseburgers. There's still personal involved. Gene editing would be weird. Atrioc, one of the Tetris peeps on the Summoning Salt video tied the level record yesterday with 14 million points. Good shit. Good fucking shit. All right, let me talk about Ren Fair. Well, one second. Wealth does increase lifespan and looks because of better healthcare and plastic surgery. Yeah, I don't think anyone's denying that. But I don't think it's just better healthcare. Unironically, I think it's like access to healthier foods, more free time, jobs that don't. I don't think it's like just a better doctor. Like they're equally unhealthy going into the doctor, and then one is better. I think it's more of like long-term effects, systemic effects. Atrioc Valorant League Finals. Kabeji, thank you for the 16 months. What do you think of the sophisticated TikTok baby going to the Four Seasons Orlando? None of these words are in the Bible. I have no idea what you're saying. Except for TikTok. That one's Jesus hit a fucking. I have no idea what you're talking about. I honestly have no idea. I'm down to learn. I'm always down to learn. But I have no idea. It's none of it tracks for me. I am almost 100% quit from TikTok. It's pretty awesome. I only watch the ones that get sent to me or the ones that make it off. Bros barely caught up to Turkish Quabdale Dingle. We can't rush him. Are you making this up, Houdat, or is that real? What the fuck is Turkish Quabdale Dingle? I'm gonna look this up. Turkish Quandale Dingle. TikTok Rizz party? We're gonna watch this together. What the fuck are we looking at? TikTok Rizz legend.
My name is Mike. I'm the Turkish Quandale Dingle kid in the TikTok Rizz party video. This party was originally a Sweet 16 that me and my friends were invited to. When we went, we were just looking to have fun, but we really didn't know there was gonna be like a whole camera crew there. When they walked in, we were kind of shocked. And throughout the night, we kept dodging the camera and everything. Towards like the end of the night, we're like, all right, let's just get into it. Like we wanted to have a lot of fun, so like we got into it, and then the carnival thing happened, and then the Just Wanna Rock happened, and all that happened. We knew they were gonna go online because the guy introduced to like he's gonna be on TikTok. Before like we went on the dance floor and everything, we looked him up. He wasn't that popular, so we're like, oh, all right, it's not gonna get that many views and all that. All right, let's just do it. Right after the Sweet 16, we were all in the car together. They posted it right after. The next morning, we woke up, a bunch of views, over 500,000 likes, and we didn't realize how much it was gonna blow up. I think they're funny. Most of them, like analyzing the TikTok Rizz party.
This is like an analysis. I want to see the original video. Fucking chills. It's like watching fucking Scorsese explain Goodfellas, dude. It's just amazing to see an absolute artist at the peak of his craft explain his masterwork. I'm getting chill. It's truly phenomenal. I'm being blown away. The fact that we get to live in the same time as this is unreal. Actors interview actors. Hey, thanks for the gifties. Sheesh labish. Robert Stacks, unsolved. The mystery's never been solved of why there's so many gifties, but I do appreciate it. Let me look up TikTok Rizz Party. TikTok Rizz Party. Carnival Boys singing party TikTok Rizz. What are these moves? What are these moves? This. Why did this blow up? I'm sorry, I'm not, maybe I'm crazy. This feels like a normal, this is like a, middle school dance or something. This feels like a bar mitzvah or it's just boys having a good time, but you need to know the lore. You understand that nobody needs to know the lore. You're well aware that this is not something where anyone needs. The word need is doing a lot of lifting there. The word need is holding up the bridge of truth. And I think it all crumbles if you really analyze it. That's it? That's it? That's what broke the internet? Bro, I don't. Chills for real, for real. It's missing the carnival part. The OG right here. Go, 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 go. Introduce the honorable. She ride red like carnival. I defeat the impossible. Is that it? Is that the original? Watch lore videos? What are you... Honestly, what are you fucking talking about? What are you guys talking about? Lore videos? Rizz Party lore videos. TikTok Rizz Party, the deep lore explained.
The TikTok Rizz Party is the internet's latest obsession. It's hilarious, it's got lore, and I'm going to explain all of it to you right now on Scroll Deep, the show that keeps up with internet nonsense so you don't have to.
Bro, this feels like a parody. This feels like in a movie where they something goes viral and they cut to all these clips, people talking about it too much, and it's like obviously what this doesn't feel it was a normal bros watching Boomer News. No, I'm not watching Boomer News because Boomer News doesn't cover TikTok Rizz Party, the deep lore explained. The Boomer I do read Boomer News. I read the Financial Times Weekender. This is an interview with Liz Truss on her 49-day prime ministership. That's the news I read, bro. I'm not reading TikTok Rizz Party. I don't understand it. I'm not going to pretend like I understand it. You haven't done a good job explaining it to me. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait, my mistake. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. TikTok Rizz Party, the deep lore explained. I'm sorry. It's page 2, Financial Times. My bad. I'm not, my bad. I should have looked. TikTok Rizz Party. This is actually really big. It's right up here. Okay, well, that's my bad. But understand that I didn't check past the fold. Imagine being a 30-year-old single mother and you have to watch a video like this to understand what your child is talking about. Why does she have to be single? Why does she have to be 30? Why? What would that affect? If anything, she should be older. And then why does she have to be single? Why did you give her a backstory that has no relation to this meme? What was that paper-like substance you held up? It's called newspaper. So they put the news on pieces of paper. It's like a Kindle, but I guess worse. FT's nice though because they got this nice little. It's got like a pink tint. Paper's got like a little bit of heft to it. Why do they waste paper by putting news on it? It's a great question. It's a really great question. Well, what I don't understand is why they don't just make this into a short form video. It's like, come on, guys. What? This could be a TikTok. This could be a reel. Why? Just put it. Just scream it at me, but like move fast. You read stuff on paper, the stuff we use to wipe our butts. Some of you seem filthy, bro. Some of you are like wizards. I didn't learn anything. You guys didn't explain this to me. And this is a bad video, I guess. TikTok Rizz Party lore. TikTok Rizz Party lore. Okay. Here it is. Here we go.
A video of a group of dudes singing and dancing along to Carnival by Kanye West has been labeled as a TikTok Rizz Party. It brings to mind videos of kids singing along to Mobamba or Sicko Mode back in 2018, with a similar vibe of music not quite matching the people on screen. The original video of the TikTok Rizz Party comes from a photography firm called Island Entertainment, who uploaded clips of these guys on the 10th of March this year, pinning it to the top of their account to ensure it gets
49.6 million?
Shortly after publication, the comments on the video labeled the clip as the
Bro, these kids made a Mr. Beast video? By fucking dancing to Carnival?
a TikTok Rizz Party, in what appears to be an effort to make it sound as cringeworthy as possible. This could also be a reference to a poster that blew up a few months ago literally called TikTok Rizz Party, which many believe to be real despite none of the listed performers or companies actually attending the event.
TikTok Rizz Party, dude. Obama's gonna be there. You can just lie. You just say whatever you want.
This poster became a meme in the same way the footage of the boys dancing around to Carnival did. Many have come to their own conclusions about the type of people at these parties and decided that they're cringe, even if they're just moments taken out of context. Perhaps in a world where everyone is used to representing themselves as a brand 24/7, uploading only the best images and video to present an air of authenticity or effortlessness, actual candid footage of a party comes off as bizarre.
That's so fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid. It's not even that candid or authentic. They're performing to a camera. That's so fucking stupid. It's not even...
Bizarre and freakish. Every person on screen has been put under a magnifying glass to the point where each one has their own analysis and lore, as if they're characters in a TV show.
Reviewing the footage of the Rizz Party, it is clear White Shirt is capable of being group leader, but holds himself back. Let me explain.
Instead of real-life people. But
if you look closely, he stops himself from getting any rhythm and just moves his hands awkwardly. This is his way of signaling that the blue tie is alpha. This is some sad, degenerate shit. This is terrible. No, this is fucking terrible. Oh, this is a bunch of fucking...
mainly, it's the significant use of...
I understand it's ironic. I understand it's ironic. That doesn't make it good. Because it's a bunch of people terminally online making deep in-lore ironic jokes off a short of some kids dancing. That's... it's still bad. You understand? It's still bad. Clearly, you're just media illiterate.
Drives the point home here, and it's gotten to the stage where creators have been replicating the Rizz Party on their own to make fun of it. That's terrible too. In the real world, no one actually cares what others look like on the dance.
He realized that the other henchmen might catch on, so now he has to quickly do a little more normal movement. A brilliant tactic.
It's only when it's heavily scrutinized through the lens of social media that it's deemed cringe. Of course, 16-year-olds are going to look weird dancing and jumping around to music, but it shouldn't stop them from having fun. It's a shame that in a world where everything is recorded and uploaded 24/7, it gets hard.
poop at school or attend TikTok Rizz party. This is good? This is your humor? This is banger? This is a banger? This is an I can't moment? This is brain rot, bro. This is true, deep cerebellum brain rot. Nah, I be shitting at school. I'm sorry, you're telling me to feel like, why wouldn't you shit at school? Who's afraid of shitting at school? The fear would be to hold in your shit. A lot of reasons, TBH. Quack, aren't you a few years out of school now? Don't fucking, you're not high school, little bro. Don't fucking, don't show up at the high school and talk about your fucking, hey, play this video. I don't want to. I'm not going to. Deleted. It wasn't even me. I was going to delete your message and Yeti got it first. Get fucking rocked. I've never shit outside of my own bathroom in about a decade. Let's get real here. You're not being serious, but I've never met anyone who's actually even afraid of shitting at a function or a school or anything. Like what I want to get to the mindset here. What is the fear? What is the problem with your guys' shits that you can't just shit, then flush, and then be done? What's the... Toilet dirty as fuck. That feels like germophobia. Okay? I'm not saying there's not some gas station bathrooms that are fucking filthy and you go, you know what? I'll wait. But on the whole, generally, throughout life, you can find a fucking stall in most bathrooms that make it work. I think you have germophobia. And that's fear of streamer Germa breaking in and murdering you in the bathroom when you're away from home. And that is a real fear. He's done it to a lot of people. I understand that. It's a fair fear. It's valid. However, what you don't understand is that Germa can kill you in your own home just as easily. He's done it to many people. So, like, if you're going to be afraid, you'd be afraid all the time. There's no difference. Do you understand? So you might as well shit at school. Thank you for telling my story. Are you implying that you are posting this from beyond the grave and that Germa murdered you in a bathroom stall? You're some kind of ghost? Thank you, Atrioc, finally for telling my story. All right, well, I'm proud to have done it. What if he gets to me while I'm in the school bathroom and my crush gets the ick? I understand that. I understand your hesitancy to have your crush get the ick. But if you're dead, that is an ick regardless of wherever he kills you. I'm not scared of Germa. I'm scared of the other kids being creeps. Okay, again, speak to that. What are kids busting into the bathroom stall when you're shitting? That I've been to, I was in like 7 different schools and that didn't happen. Maybe 8. I had 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade different schools. I never seen somebody bust into the bathroom while someone's shitting. What? Why are people doing that now? Wouldn't be surprised in this economy. I'm sorry. Not that I do agree the economy's in a rough spot. Can you explain how a more difficult economy would lead to children wanting to bust down stall doors? I don't... How do they... That's the damn phones. They steal the doors. They steal the doors. They're trying to get copper wire out of the door. A devalued dollar. So the thing is, the dollar is actually really strong. The dollar is actually generationally strong right now. So I just don't... This doesn't track for me. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that stall. I've seen a kid kick on a door while another kid was on the toilet. Why? Unironically, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be crazy here. This doesn't... Why? Is it just bullies? Like, do they know each other? Or is it like anyone's in the stall, they're just going to go for it? Kids are kids? No, see, I'm saying, I don't buy that. I don't buy that kids are kids. Right? This is not a normal thing. I'm not saying it never happened. Maybe somebody, it just wasn't, you just never had to be in fear of someone walking into the fucking stall and kicking it open. It's not like that's a normal thing. The pandemic changed everything? Maybe. Climb under the stalls? Yeah, I don't know. The reason it was a no-go at my school was that people would be in there smoking. And if you use the stall, they'd say, "Buddy's taking a shit right now," and they'd all laugh. Counterpoint, so what? Do you know what I'm saying? So what? Counterpoint, you got to shit. What's crazy to me is imagining someone and it's like second period and you have to shit. And you're like, well, I'm just going to hold it all day. It's like, what the fuck are you really talking about? You're just going to sit there fucking uncomfortable holding shit all day because you're afraid. It's not reasonable. That's not a reasonable. And by the way, everybody has to shit. Everybody has to do it. Everybody poops, as we all know. So it's like real shitters do it anyway. The thing is, I guess I never knew I was a real shitter. I guess I never knew I was an elite class shitter, dude. A shitter with a fearless shitter. But I am. I'm part of the Giga Chad real shitters. Rise up, dude. It's a elite crew. Because I don't wait, dude. If I have to shit, all I can think, it's like it moves up the priority stack so quickly. Do you understand? Like if there's a list of 10 things I got to do, if I start having to shit, it is leaping up the ladder. It's at the top in no time. And then it's like, all right, well, I got to go. When I was in, you're the reason why the yen is the way it is. Real shitters holding back the Japanese yen. That's a long stretch. I'm not 100% sure that's true. I can't 100% dispute it. The economy's so volatile and convoluted, it's tough to find that certain things connect, but it just feels unlikely. I took a shit at the Eiffel Tower. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm assuming you mean in the bathroom there. Which, if the case, is totally normal. If you did it anywhere else, then it's completely terrible. They do have bathrooms in the Eiffel Tower, just to be 100% clear. If some of the toilets are real near classrooms, and if someone walks out after demonic noises interrupted a class, they would never live it down. Okay, I guess what I'm understanding from that is that some people are such demonic shitters. But that is a diet problem, I assume. Eat more or less fiber, I don't know which, but that's not like a natural thing. You shouldn't always be doing demonic shits. If you just eat normal, you should have normal shits. God. Victim blaming. I mean, it's crazy we're getting into this, but I'm going to be brave here, and I'm going to stand up and tell you that if you are regularly holding in your shit, you got to rethink. You're not doing it right, because the bathrooms are there for a reason. It's coffee and nicotine entering their body for the first year of many. Does Zyn affect your shit? It's a real question. Is Zyn going to... I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look this up. Does Zyn affect... Does nicotine make you poop? Zyn and stomach issues. Oh my God, it does. You guys are so cooked. I'm sorry. I really am. I really am. I hate to break it to you. You're cooked. You're absolutely Gordon Ramsay, dude. Big A, you've just been an out of touch boomer this whole stream. Can you do something based now? Yeah, I'll do something based. I'll ban you. How based was that? Goodbye, bitch. Bathrooms with no bidet, one-ply sandpaper, and cracks in the stalls people could look in. You should be able to go in and fight their demons, take a fat shit. It's just, okay, I guess if you're young enough and you're really insecure about it, but you do understand that everybody has to shit. And if you are taking a shit and someone is peeking in the bathroom stall to look at you, they're the weird one. You shouldn't be embarrassed. Do you understand? Like, if I was shitting in the bathroom and someone's like peeking through and laughing at me, I wouldn't feel embarrassed. I would be embarrassed for them. That is so weird. It's so strange. What are you doing? Nope. Woke changed. All right, tell me how woke factors in. Don't. Again, I will say this. They literally didn't have doors on my bathroom in high school. Okay, that sounds illegal. Can we be real? That sounds illegal. You should not be allowed. You shouldn't force kids to go into stall-less, doorless bathrooms. Open concept. It's just in the middle of the classroom, one toilet bowl. You just walk. You have to shit in front of the whole class and the teacher. They found that people shit 20% faster in an open plan toilet. It's efficient. It's efficiency. I do appreciate that. You're telling me kids are getting back to learning faster? The only unlocked... Let me see what this is. Bro goes to this school. The only unlocked bathroom at my school. And it is a photo. It's a fucking prison bathroom. Okay. If this is the case, I could see why you might want to hold it. Okay? If you have to sit there and take a shit while everyone's just coming in and out and washing their hands, I could see why that's a lot of pressure. Okay? But don't say finally, because I don't think that most of you are experiencing this. I think most of you have a stalled bathroom where you can sit down, and if worst comes to worst, put a little toilet paper on the seat if you're worried about the seat cleanliness. Real shitters would shit there proudly. By the way, like, if I really had to go, then I probably would go there. Unironically. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta own it in a way. Like, hey, I have to shit. Can you guys clear out or what? Like, I don't think that's that crazy. It's like you can't be so passive about it. It's very normal to have to shit. No one's gonna be like, oh, you're a shitter. Oh, yikes. And it's just. Okay, now imagine saying that while 5'4". Okay, but you're in high school, so like not everybody's gonna tower over you. Maybe you're even middle school. I unironically would rather hold it in for days on end. That's so impressive. That your fear of being seen shitting. It's okay. I just want you to know this. I want you to internalize this fact is that you are acting like it's a world where we don't know if some people shit or not. And if you ever get caught shitting, you're added to a shit list. You're acting like it's everyone at birth is either a shitter or not, and we don't know. And if anyone ever sees you do it, you're caught. He's a shitter. You're fucking, the roof turns red like it's Shark Tank, Crypto Tank. It's just not that's not how it works. Every single person is shitting. So, that just know that and own that. Schindler's List. You're not getting both sides of the story. In 4th grade, I pissed myself. All right. Didn't have to waterboard this out of you. You just said it. In 4th grade, I pissed myself because my mom didn't want me walking around the mall by myself. Novio 420 pissed himself. Just in case you guys want to know, in case you guys want to add him. Okay, and you didn't think to tell your mom that you had to go to the bathroom? It's funny that you are blaming your mom, whereas in my mind, a little simple conversation probably would have gotten you the bathroom privileges you demanded. Do you know what I'm saying? Your mom not wanting you to run off to a store is not the same as being like, no, you can't piss. Piss your pants. Mommy's little piss boy. Yeah, by the way, how is this the other side of the story? I'm having this back and forth argument with the shitters, and you're like, don't worry, shitters. Let me step up. I got you. I'm going to convince Atrioc. I'm going to flip him. He doesn't know the other side. And you told me a story about how you could have easily avoided pissing yourself, but chose not to. That's not, that no one's on your side on that one. Shitter son or pisser daughter. The dark secret is that they both will do both. Proud to say I haven't shit myself since kindergarten. Oh, we got a kindergarten shitter around here. You guys are throwing me off. How do we get here? From the TikTok Rizz party. So it's even it's about shock your system. This conversation is the more intelligent one. This conversation is the deep one. This is like the Socrates and Aristotle debate of the day. Because we used to have something really fucking embarrassing to talk about, which was the TikTok Rizz party lore, which made me cringe. Now I'm learning some real shit about shitters. My school, all the toilets were trough style like a baseball game, including the ones for shits. There's no way that's true. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I've never seen trough style for shits ever in my whole life. No, 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 no. That's unreal. I'm sorry, unless you're in Europe. In which case it's all a trench and an alley, you know what I'm saying? They're a backwards continent. That's how the president of France shits. Have you ever seen a president who took a shit in public? Maybe saying there's something to this avoiding shitting thing. Or there's a large gap between someone taking a shit in public, which is public indecency, and someone taking a shit in a bathroom stall that has a slightly wide gap. I'm sure every president has done that one. Okay? I will tell you this. The bathrooms at NVIDIA, if you guys are quiet shitters, if you need privacy, the bathrooms at NVIDIA were not even stalls. They were like little offices. I'm not kidding. Like, the stalls are floor to ceiling, fully locked door. Like, true privacy. True privacy. And obviously, you know, they were sparkling white because the whole place was a spaceship. Only pooping at NVIDIA headquarters from now on. Just go in. Tell them Atrioc sent you, okay? Tell them you need to use the commode. I'm sure they'd be happy to. This is how 99% of public bathrooms are in Sweden. I never understood why Americans do stalls and not private rooms. For efficiency, okay? The time we save not building a full floor-to-ceiling fucking... you can fit more stalls. It's just not that crazy. I don't feel like... I actually am confident the vast majority of people, the vast majority, are not trying to catch a peek. They're not trying to get a glimpse of you when you're in a closed stall. They're actually actively avoiding looking because they don't want to see you shit. And also, we probably, if we did that, if gas stations had floor to ceiling offices style stalls, it'd be used for drugs, bro. It'd be used for fucking sex workers. It would be, it's there's too much risk. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You debating a family of 4 at Wendy's because they caught you in the bathroom? Pinned. What's pinned? This happened to me at a stall, Atrioc. I had a dude in the stall next to me that was pep talking himself out loud. He was like, "Come on, you can do this. You are like Superman. You got this. Yes." And then the biggest dump sound ever happened. I couldn't go anymore. Dude was literally giving you an inspirational fucking Kobe Bryant-esque speech, hyping him, and he was leading the team. And instead of joining him on the path to victory, you got fucking mogged and you back down. That's crazy. Can you imagine if you joined in on his talk? You would have had a bond for life. Dinner with Jay-Z or $1 billion, but you have to poop with Jay-Z. What a stupid question. Of course you do the poop. Here's the crazy talk. I feel like you do the poop maybe even Steven with the dinner. Maybe you get $1,000. The thing is, if once you've done that, you have a real bond. Dinner with Jay-Z, it's like he's going to ignore you, eat his food, leave. There's no conversation there. The poop conversation is going to be way, 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 way deeper. Brings a whole new meaning to Watch the Throne. That's what you can say. Yo, Jay, this is kind of like your album Watch the Throne, huh? Am I right? He's going to bust out laughing because it's funny. That's a free joke. Then he's like, all right, fuck it. I was fucking with you at dinner. Let me give you the real game to making millions of dollars. And that's when he drops the fucking knowledge bomb on you. And then he drops a bomb of his own. Hot ones, but they're both face to face on the can. Do you ever shit in the nude? Never say never, but it's not a common practice. I mean, you're probably a post shower shit. I'm not gonna rule it out. Yeah, it's happened, but no, it's not. I've never fully disrobed to shit in my life. I can say that honestly. I've never done that. Post shower? Yeah, what's wrong with that? You take a shower, you get out, you gotta take a shit. You haven't put on clothes yet. You got to do pre-shower. I don't have to do shit. You don't, do not tell me when to shit in my own home, bro. I'll fucking shit post if I want to. I certainly don't have to follow your code. You can't even shit at school. On another... Read the fucking room. Read the fucking room, dude. On God. On another note, it's such a funny transition. That's such a... No, good one. Yeah, shit. Hey, on another note, though, what do you think about... Oh, yeah, no, I get it. For sure. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are wild, bro. You guys are wild. New Japan analysis video just dropped. Every strange fact my Japanese friends told me explained. Could be fun. Could be fun. Could be fun. Could be fun. Are you a bidet convert? I am a bidet man. I am a bidet man. Yeah, once you go bidet, hard to go back. Bidet's great. No wrong with that. 8-ish, by the way. Congratulations, 8-ish on 100K for the Clips channel. This is going to be a banger 100K. This clip is going to be fire, dude. Can't wait for you to have to edit this for the 100K. Shout out to everybody that watches the Clips channel. Shout out to 8-ish for bringing it alive out of nowhere in the past 6 months. Really built a dynasty over at Big A Clips. Yeah, incredible. How you guys doing? I want to tell you the Renaissance Fair story. So, on God, on the real, yesterday, I swear, I bring my backpack, streamer backpack to the Renaissance Fair, and I'm going to stream. We have costumes. Wait, let me get a picture for you. Let me see if I got a picture for you of me in my costume. Set the stage, you know, so to squeak. Dude, where's my fucking Discord? Discord! It would be cool if you could call an app like that with your voice. Shit, it's not here. Discord. Okay, I got it. And let's see. Where is my picture? There it is. Okay. Oh, this is the only one that. Wait, this is the only one they sent me? I'm wearing sunglasses for some reason. Okay, well, it doesn't fit the costume if I have sunglasses on. All right, well, okay, this is the one I asked for the photo. They sent me this one, but it's in the Renaissance Fair they would not have George Clooney's sunglasses from Ocean's 11, which is what I was wearing. This is my photo. Okay, I was a merchant. I was dressed as a Renaissance merchant. I bought it. Okay. But it was better without the glasses. Anyway, the marketers of the time. And very fun trip, all right? So anyway, I'm there, and I got my backpack on, and I'm going to stream. I want to stream for you guys. I'm walking in. I'm like immediately in the front of the Renaissance Fair, and this dude comes up to me, and he goes, what's that? He's pointing to like the thing on my backpack, and I'm like, it's a battery for a camera, and he goes, camera? Camera? And I at this point, I'm thinking there's no possible way that cameras are banned because everyone has a fucking phone. He goes, camera? And I'm like, yeah, camera. And he goes, you ever been to a comedy show? Have you ever been to a comedy show? Because I said, huh. First I said, huh. He doubles down the question. Have you ever been to a comedy show? And I go, yeah. Yeah, I've been to a comedy show. And he goes, you wouldn't film that, would you? I should have said no. That's what Stan said. I should have said no and doubled down. I should have been like, no, never been to a comedy show. No, you wouldn't film that, would you? And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, camera not allowed. And he wouldn't. He was like, he was like playing defense. He wouldn't let me get past him. By the way, what makes it all the better is the guy is dressed head to toe like Santa's elf. He's like in a red jester outfit, dude. He's got like the fucking. So he's not letting me in. He's part of the fucking staff. Yeah, he's a Renaissance mall cop. So he's like, no, you can't go in. So I have to take the fucking backpack with the little camera. I have to go back and put it in the car. I come back. I'm just going back through security again. He makes sure he's the guy to check me, which is fucked up. There's like 8 security people. He's like, I got him. He's checking to make sure I didn't fucking sneak a backpack into my. What a piece of shit. Anyway, I get inside. Everyone's got their fucking phone. Everyone's got their fucking phone. It's that there's no. I see people fucking taking photos everywhere. It's so stupid. What a small amount of power they gave him that he abused so quickly. So he kind of ruined my day. And it was annoying because everyone else in our group was looking and they were like, man, if we had picked any other row, you probably would have got through no problem. I just got the one dude. I got the fucking, I got the one guy. Anyway, it was an L, which is unfortunate. I had a good time at the Ren Fair. It was fun. I don't remember anything crazy happened. We bet on the jousts. Actually, I think they were fixed. Because I was putting money down on the fucking Black Knight in the joust. He looked like he had the biggest horse. Guy was a beast. And he was, up a point or down a point or whatever. And then right at the end, they were like, unchivalrous conduct from the Black Knight. And he loses exactly 2 points. And then they got off their horses and started to fight in real life. And I was like, oh, this is all scripted. Because I had been really getting into it. I've been really fucking like betting as if it was a real contest of skill. Yeah, it was a Gryffindor ass ending, dude. Why didn't you pull up your YouTube statistics? Maybe it would have convinced him. You're telling me some dude is power tripping on me that I can't bring in a camera, and my response would be to try to flex on him with YouTube numbers. Which, by the way, not that I don't have a good YouTube channel, but they're not like Mr. Beast numbers. You know what I'm saying? I want to flex on him with a solid, 300K average. It's like, it's good. It's solid. But I'm not going to mog him. It's not going to pretend you are Mr. Beast. Yeah, that's... I think the fact that you can make this a job is a monk. I mean, I can pull up the YouTube revenue, but now I'm afraid I might lose the moral high ground. If I am trying to flex my YouTube revenue on a fucking Renaissance mall cop, I think I'm actually just becoming a douchebag, and they're not going to be like, oh, you know what, sir, go on in. Also, you know, I could have like pushed back a little more on this guy, but you never know if that guy is like, I'm dying. I'm actually dying. I can push back on him, but you never know if that guy's like the guy everyone hates on the staff or that guy's like the OG that everyone loves. He's like Sir Galactus, who's been running. I'm dying, dude. Shit. I got Black Plague from the Renaissance Fair. I need water. 1 second. Anyway, any hootie in the blowfish. I'm back. Got some Yet mead. And overall, it was a really fun time, is what I'll just try to say. I had a blast at the Ren Fair. I'm not going to name this guy, but it is funny that we all dressed up and he wore a hoodie. Upon rewatch, it is very funny that he is just hanging out with us. He wore that in the hot sun. He wore that fucking hoodie in the hot sun all day. Thanks for the invite, man. Ashcon, you don't blame me for that. You blame your fucking roommate. 100%. I am not. If your roommate didn't invite you, that's on. You think I'm the organizer? You think I'm the one fucking. Rachel and I both look dope. Ari was Dionysus, the goddess of wine. Which, you know, is not super Renaissance, but it was a good costume. Drama channel. Anyway, it was a good time. The point is that I'm sorry I didn't stream it. I wanted to stream it. I legitimately did. It's very unfortunate that the guy fucked me over. I think it would have been a good walking around stream. Good vibes. But because I didn't stream it, I was able to do this cringe thing where I spent time with friends and laughed and had a good time. I didn't monetize our day out. Yeah, it's pretty yikes. Pretty cringe. Pretty whack. And then yesterday, well, today, right? That was yesterday. So today, what have we been doing today? Oh, basketball. I played 3 hours of basketball. I got to be honest with you. We were doing man-to-man defense. I was assigned to defend stands. You don't know not a lot of basketball for me to explain this. I have to stop stands from getting a bucket, from getting the ball to the hoop. This is difficult because Stans is not only taller than me, but bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? He's just a bigger guy. I can't push him around. I can't move him. He's actually unmovable. And because Stans he's also just good for our group. Stans is like good. And what he does is he just posts up like basically under the rim because he's bigger than me. And then someone throws him the ball. He can catch it, higher than I can get it usually. And then layups. And it's like, that is Terrace ACL. Terrace ACL. He doesn't dunk. He just layups. But it's like, I cannot move him unless I like foul. You know what I'm saying? Unless I truly foul. So he really has a thing on me. I mean, it's actually, but what if he had LeBron's body? Kneecap him? Yeah. No, these are all good ideas, boys. I should take one of my best friends in the world and then try to physically injure him to win a pickup basketball game. That's a good idea. I should like fucking, whenever no one's looking, just hit him, nut tap him. These are all really good ideas. Anyway, I was impressed. What I'm saying is I haven't guarded Stanza before. I was impressed. He knows his stuff, you know? He's got a plan. You got to defend a different player? Maybe. I could also just get better, you know? There's so much to learn. My brain is lighting up with basketball right now because it's very fun. Everything I can learn at. It's not the phase yet where it's at all stressful to want to learn more. It's really fun. So I'm the white mamba out there easily. What do you think of Cody having a poor performance? I mean, I don't think anyone we don't have a very big Melee audience in this chat. I can be honest with you. But if you guys care about Smash Melee, the best player in the world had the biggest upset maybe in Melee history. He lost to an unknown Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, a terrible character. It really was like possibly the single greatest upset in Melee history. Just happened. And then he followed it up by losing to a nearly, I'm not going to say unknown, but like much less known Samus player. Again, Fox is like the number one character, and these are two lower tiers. So he got knocked the fuck out, like unreal early. Melee is not a game where upsets are common. It's a game where the same people are in the top 8 over and over and over again. For him to get out this early was really crazy. And then my boy, J-Mook, the dude I fucking am ride or dying for, cheering for, made it to grand finals, seemed unstoppable, and then lost back-to-back best of fives to Zane. Really sad. I was heartbroken. I was truly so sad. Because also Faker lost. I feel like I've been taking my teams. Lakers are out. Faker lost. Can we watch the clutch box pop up? You have the link? I'll watch it. Hungrybox broke a chair. Hungrybox broke a chair. We can watch. His pop-offs continue to fucking innovate. Just become a Wolves fan. Ant's the new Michael Jordan. I don't know if you heard. It's guaranteed. Michael Jordan 2.0 in the Edwards. Wolves in 7. It's already over, bro. Wolves in 7. They already won, dude. Biden can still win. He's president, bro. He's doing it right now. If Ant's the new MJ, who's the new Anthony Edwards? Me. I am. I'm so jazzed up. I'm gonna be so fucking demonic on the court, dude. I'm gonna be a demon. Once I get my mid-range jumper down, I'm gonna fucking clean up. Let me see this.
Find an aerial now. SDJ's just.
I thought you were gonna do LeBron. I've realized I am just not a big enough person. I'm just not big enough to be anything. I have to shoot. I have to get my shot well. No, I mean emotionally. I'm not a big enough person. You know what I'm saying? I'm too petty. I'm too petty to not shoot. No, it's not short. It's not short. I'm just not big, dude. I'm just not a big person. Just gained 400 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I can make you a 40% 3-point shooter in a month. Bro, you want me to go down percentage? You're taking a Steph Atrioc here, dude. Follow through too. See the middle finger? I rolled off the middle finger. It's a follow through. It's perfect. My form is incredible. I do feel like I need a bulk. I need to bulk up, bro. hit a fadeaway and then give stands the too small. That's my dream. Understand? Nobody moves fast. Again, this is a game of all gamers. This is a basketball game where everyone involved is a gamer. They're all solid, but like, if I could hit a fadeaway jumper regularly, I could just fucking wag my finger at everybody. But I can't. I don't have that shot. And so it's just, I'm tossing a brick. What did Icon Willie say? Hey, Frank! Thank you for the 12 months. Hitting the anything is possible over an account. Literally, dude. I might literally do this. This would be the dream. And then I'll say it too. Anything is possible! When I go, we lose 14-11 in a fucking pickup game that lasted 2 hours. Well, where's the HBox pop-off? No one even linked it. Oh, they did link it. I was about it. HBox's pop-off. You guys don't know Hungrybox is the all-time greatest pop-offer in esports history. It's a guy on the left here. Look at him. Look at this fucking masculine energy. It's 2-2. Holy shit. Game 5. Both puffs at high percent. Jigglypuff dittos, which means this has already been like an hour-long set.
Find an aerial now. SGJ's just drifting in. HBox doesn't want to risk it.
Oh my gosh. The pop-off we are about to see.
1 minute.
Oh,
That's it! And there it is! Oh, the chair!
Oh my God!
I called it, guys. What the heck?
Not again!
He's not going to do it.
But he
He's not gonna
reconsiders.
do it. But you thought about it for a second. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hungrybox is done with the reverse 3-0. SDJ out of the tournament.
It's such a funny thing to do after this drawn-out Jigglypuff ditto. That's so funny. That is so funny. I like the second one.
Not again!
Where he thinks about it. Wait, Juan. You're better than this. Put it down. It's a different man. It's like Kratos, dude, going back to his family.
He's not going to do it.
But he reconsiders.
He just drops it. This isn't you. This isn't you. This chair didn't deserve this.
But you thought about it for a second. Hide.
Sheesh! Look at that. The fucking. This is an all-timer. This is a fucking all-timer. I swear to God, unironically, no joke. Hungrybox is great for the scene. Hungrybox haters, I used to be among you a long time ago. I have completely pivoted. HBox now is good for the game of Melee. It's fun to watch him play. He's also matured. I got a lot of respect for HBox. He's been through a lot of hate in a scene that he's done a lot for. Some things were cringe back in the day, but who hasn't? Who among us hasn't? And, it's fun to say Clutchbox when he clutches. Matured, he almost just double tapped a chair. Almost. Keyword, buddy. He tossed a chair once and then maturely looked at it and put it back down. Keyword, motherfucker. He broke the chair leg. You should be thankful he didn't break the other player's leg. That's maturing. Hungrybox, I know, would have walked over there and snapped that guy's fucking tibia. My friend was in a elevator with Hungrybox and asked him if he was a TL player, and he said, "No, I'm the owner." He is a part owner. He has some shares. I wouldn't call him the owner of Team Liquid. I think that's disingenuous, but maybe your friend edited the word. Maybe he said I'm part owner. Kelty Uwu. Wait, so you just primarily do Yap streams? No, Kelty. What I do is when I go live, I check to see if you're in my channel. And if you're there, I just talk. And then if you leave, we do gaming. We do gaming and we do presentations and we do... But I can't while you're here because you make me fucking uncomfortable with your weird judging of my content. Okay? Can you do connections? Fuck it. Connections right now. Not even thinking about it. I'm just going to fucking bang this out. This is going to be the most unreal hungry box that I'm going to pop off too when I get it. Connections! Square, pair, loaded, dice, flush, berry, cube, square, cube, current, straight, lychee, stuff, chop, wrench, mince, traditional, wealthy. Wealthy, loaded, flush. One more, rich. Bing, bang, bong. Dice, cube. Okay, straight, pair. No, I thought we were getting, Okay, cube, square. Dice. Chop, mince, cube. These are things you can do to meat. Dice. Dice, mince, chop, cube. Easy. Clap. Straight. Stuffy. Traditional. What is lychee? Hudak, can you answer this for me? Hudak, what does this word mean? Lychee. We're cooking, but I need to put that final cherry on top of the sundae. That's the worst thing to pick to cook. It's not hard to cook a sundae. I'm putting the final orange glaze atop the chicken. It's the only dish I've ever cooked. I'm being perfectly candid. The only real dish I've ever cooked is orange glazed chicken. I used to make it in college all the time. It's the only thing I've ever cooked. It's fucking fire. It's tasty. It's healthy. All right, straight, pair. These are poker hands. These Bellotro hands. I'm sorry. What the fuck's poker? Traditional and stuffy is similar as well. Traditional and stuffy, like old school. Square. Damn, I'm kind of fucked here. Usually they have one where it's like blank word. So it could be like straight flush, current flush, square flush, stuffy flush, lychee flush, flush berry, traditional flush. No. It could be like straight A's, stuffy A, current A's. No. It could be like clearly. Square and traditional also mean the same thing. Square is like an old fogey without a touch. Square, traditional, stuffy. One more. It's not current. It's not. It could be straight. Is that too woke? If you're straight, that means you're so out of date. Imagine being straight in 2024. It's fucking whack. I'll try it. Fuck it. Banked it. Holy fuck. The straight's in shambles. The New York Times pushing their woke agenda. Pear, berry, lychee, currant. Bam! I don't know what this is. Fruit homophones. What is it? Oh. I see. They sound like... Yeah, I get it. Berry is berry. Anyway, crushed it. That's perfect. Do you guys want to raise me up like a conquering hero or what? Last one kind of BS. I mean, it's fine. I'm not really aware of current. I know currant, but I didn't. I'll be honest with you. If you told me to like draw currant, I wouldn't have done it. Is this just a big grape? It's just a big ass grape. What makes it better? Steph Current. What is currant? It's a small dried fruit made from a variety of grapes. So it's a grape. End of the day, we can all agree it's a grape. Okay? Kevin Currant. I get it. There's a lot of things you can... Why do you do the Trump hands? They're not Trump hands, bro. They're caught hands. And they're awesome. New ass grapes. There's the wokeness. We're reclaiming them. He can't take this. This is amazing. This is one of the great all-time... Whoa. Whoa. What the fuck? Hey, whoa, hey. Wait. Hold.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
That button always comes in handy. Japan analysis video? Fuck it. We ball out of control. We are literally balling out of control. Japan analysis video. Every strange fact my Japanese friends told me explained. It's brand new video, and it's only 12 minutes long.
Asked my Japanese friends for interesting lore about their country, and they did not disappoint. So let's get started. Japanese people bow on the phone. Yeah, it's true. It's just so culturally ingrained to bow when you're thanking someone or making a request. They make fun of themselves for it all the time. Near the end of my time in Japan, even I was doing it. What can I say? Bowing is infectious. Japan doesn't have rabies.
That's cool. Not the rabies part. That's whack. Rabies is base. Getting rid of it is bad. Bowing more. I think bowing is a nice little, it's friendly. It's a sign of respect. You give a little respect to other people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Bowing on the phone is kind of crazy, but the real problem is that they're talking on the phone. Who does that anymore?
When my friend sent me this fact, I was immediately skeptical, but a quick Google search informed me that, yeah, Japan...
I bow to no man. That is really based of you. That is like, you are kind of like Leonidas in that way. I'm just going to do a quick check of your chat history to see what kind of person you are to be so based and brave. Let's just see what kind of... Okay, you're a massive DraftKings gambler. You love DraftKings. You commented Schindler's List multiple times because you thought that was a really funny joke. Schindler's List. Damn, you actually just have so much gambling stuff. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you are based. No one bows to this man. You might bow to your bookie, dude, when your fucking parlay fails. But outside of that, I'm impressed. All right, where'd my video go? Where'd my vid? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Japan analysis. Oh, here it is.
Japan is one of a few countries in the world that don't have rabies. They had some really bad outbreaks in the early 1900s, but they've had no cases since 1957. Other large countries without rabies include Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, among a few others. By the way, there's apparently this thing in India where people who get bit by dogs.
Is it just all islands?
UK, among a few others.
It's all islands, bro. It's nothing special. It's not. You're not special if it's an island, bro. Don't. Okay, it's not like a fucking magical. Sweden, the island. Oh, I'm sorry. Notice how all of this is connected and it's all surrounded by water. I'm talking about the continent of Africa, Europe, and Asia. That's one big island, idiot. Okay? Yeah. Oh, caught.
Others. By the way, there's apparently this thing in India where people who get bit by dogs think that they have puppies growing inside of them. Okay then. There's a clapping ritual that every Japanese person knows. You know those dumb chants people do at sports games? Well, in a way, that's how Japanese people end their meetings.
Can we end the stream today like this? Yo! Okay, prepare yourself for a good clap. Wait, how do you do it? Wait. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
That pattern is called. That pattern is called ipponjime, but there are other patterns too. Sanbonjime is the most formal. It's for big celebrations. Yeah.
You know, they used to have standing ovations for Stalin that would last so long people would pass out. People in Russia would stand up and no one would be the first one to stop clapping. So people would literally pass out.
It's just 3 ipponjime. And then there's ichojime, which is just 1 clap.
Yo!
Ha! He did the wrong clap. Or did he? What they wanted was an ichojime. He was actually right. He was set up. And the people in the comments are pissed. For Japanese people, these claps are serious business. There's a city in Japan where people ride escalators differently. Escalators are very orderly in Japan. If you've ever been to Tokyo, you've seen lines of people stood perfectly on the left side to allow people to climb up on the right. This is the same all over Japan, except one place, Osaka, where people stand on the right. This can be very jarring to people who spend a lot of time outside Osaka and then go there.
There's some truth to this, but this feels very like escalators, Japan, pog face. Do you know what I'm saying? People do this. And you can get up and down an escalator. I've been all over the world. People in airports especially are fine on escalators. I'm not saying there's never been some assholes. I'm not saying Japan isn't more polite, but this isn't crazy.
The reason for this is that Osaka was chosen for Expo 1970, and the government thought it might be easier for foreigners if everyone stood on the right side, which I think is a bit of a misunderstanding of how the rest of the world works, but whatever. The 1970 Expo is really important to Osakan people, and you can still go visit the grounds today. In 2018, they were chosen to host it again in 2025, and people were pretty excited.
They should flip it again.
Japanese people invented drifting centuries ago. Getting carried around used to be a common form.
Tokyo Drift is not that old, bro. I know I'm a boomer for watching it, but it's not that old. It's like
form of transportation in Japan. And it wasn't just people. This is called an omikoshi, a vehicle of the gods. That's right, God is in here apparently. But there's a cooler, more extreme sports version where they drift and whip it around corners with people riding on top. The vehicle is called a danjiri and it weighs like 4 tons and can cost over $1 million. Sometimes they can mess up and cause a lot of damage to public.
Dude, if this shit falls on you, you're fucking dead.
property. But the city probably doesn't mind because people come from all over Japan to see these festivals happen. Job quitting agents. Quitting your job is so difficult in Japan that there are these new services that will do it for you. Japanese companies will shame you, guilt trip you, and call you a traitor just to get you to stay. Sometimes they'll even threaten to withhold your remaining pay.
That's fucked.
When my friend mentioned these, I thought it was like one obscure company doing it, but it's actually a massive social phenomenon that's actively changing Japan's awful work culture. One of the main reasons people quit is that companies lie in the hiring process. Get this, in Japan, a 5-day work week is considered a perk. So they'll write this on the job posting: 2 days of weekly holidays. Or at least that's what you'd think if you read that. But what this actually means is that 1 time per month you get 2 days off. A lot of people get tricked by stuff like this, which explains why thousands of people are using these job quitting agents now. And the boomers...
It is so funny to think that, you know, in your first month, you've realized they lied to you, and you think you're so ashamed of having to quit that you need a job quitting agent. That's really not. People in America would just ghost. They would ghost the very first day they found out that it's not a normal weekend. It would be an immediate ghost. That's so different.
Hate it.
He's pissed. He's pissed.
Japan has tons of these weird hireable services. You guys have probably heard about the rental girlfriend service, where you can pay to have a woman come and accompany you to a wedding or family event. But have you heard of the middle-aged man rental, where you just hire a guy to go for a drive or give you advice? What about morningcall.com, where you can pay to have someone wake you up every...
Well, that guy we watched should do that. That 50-year-old guy. The guy we watched the other day who's 50 years old, doesn't know what to do with his life in Japan. We should get that guy. He could make some real fucking cash.
Every day. God, imagine your friend tells you he's running out of money, having trouble budgeting, and you check his finances and he's spending $50 a month on morning calls. Then they got this
Wait, what was morning call?
Visitor...
I missed it. What was morning call? I was too busy.
God, imagine your friend tells you he's running out of money, having trouble budgeting, and you...
Wait, it's like a hotel morning call? Just like... That's so stupid. We have cell phones. Like everyone has an alarm on them at all times. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You check his finances and he's spending $50 a month on morning calls. Then they got this gravestone visitor service. Normally, especially in Japan, you visit your relatives' gravestones, clean them off, and leave like flowers, alcohol, or food as gifts for them in the afterlife, right? But yeah, in Japan, you can pay someone to do that, so you have more time to game.
Based.
Japan has baby sumo wrestling. Kind of. When you think of 2 sumo wrestlers squaring off in the ring, you probably...
You have to understand that all of this stuff, you know, visiting the gravesite and cleaning it off and putting flowers, it's not about the memory of the dead person. It's just about the action. Anytime in life you can get someone to do something for you, like raise your kids or whatever, it's never about you spending actual mental time and energy to keep them in your thoughts. It's just about the actual physical action of doing it.
Probably don't expect them to be holding a baby
I've never
in
seen
their
a
arms
sumo
and trying to
IRL.
make it cry. But that's exactly what this is, and the first one to do so is the winner. Not only that, people pay hundreds of dollars to have their baby participate.
Why?
Well, it's all based off the expression nakuko wa sodatsu, meaning crying babies grow up healthy. So winning in crying sumo is a really good sign for your child.
We got to imagine that's not true, right? Especially kids crying from stress. Yeah, like the children that cry the most are probably the ones that are going hungry, or you know what I'm saying? It's not that can't.
Child's future.
直前まで泣いてたんですけど、意外と本番泣かなくて泣け。
We could do an American version where we hire like Shroud to play Roblox. It's like reverse bully hunters, or we just get top level fucking gamers to go in and just fuck kids up till they cry in Roblox, make them stronger, make them tougher, grow up.
って感じで
Parents
し
can
た
hire them.
Japan was mapped by a single person on foot. You guys ever play the game Civilization? In this game, sometimes your country can randomly spawn a super genius guy, and this guy was basically one of those. His name is Ino Tadataka, and he's legendary. Back in the 1700s, he begged the government.
That's such a funny way of saying he was smart. You guys know the game Civilization? Well, sometimes in there they can have a super genius, which is basically this guy. I know what a super genius is. Why was Civ involved?
Government to fund an expedition to map the country, but they refused, so he set off on foot. For 17 years, he walked around the entire country
That's
and
crazy.
created very detailed maps. As he got closer to finishing, the government finally realized how good he was and fully funded his expedition,
That's
including
sick.
hiring a full squad of assistants for him.
That's super
Eventually,
sick.
he produced the most accurate map of Japan ever at that point. It was so accurate that countries would later use copies of it when they were attacking Japan. This one's a bit complicated.
He fucked him. He fucked him over. What an all-time backfire.
So I'll just explain it. At the peak of the bubble economy in 1988, the Japanese government had more money than they could spend. One of the crazy projects they undertook with these excess funds was a small town revitalization project, where they gave the equivalent of $1 million to random small towns to do whatever they wanted with. Some of them invested the money, some of them upgraded their infrastructure, but a lot of them just did crazy shit. One city turned their train station into this. The eyes light up every time a train comes by.
That was $1 million?
Another city produced these fish statues made of real gold, but they kept getting stolen over and over, and they were losing so much money that they just gave up. The funniest one is this city in Yamanashi who spent it all building a massive...
So stupid. I can't think of a worse use of government funds. We're going to build a giant solid gold fish statue with no security. Is this a slide? This is hype. This is a tourist attraction.
roller slide designed to be the longest in Japan at 247 meters long. But then 3 days after it opened, a longer one opened up in the prefecture next door. Japan has a second set of days of the week. Okay, to get it out of the way, Japan normally uses the same 7 days as us. But did you know that they also have a second set of days of the week? They imported it from China hundreds of years ago, and it repeats 6 days that all have to do with your luck, which people care a lot about. So calendars used to look like this with the 6-day week in the top right corner, and they still sell these. But nowadays, people only care about these 3 days. Tomobiki, which implies bringing friends with you, is avoided when people are scheduling funerals for obvious reasons. Butsumetsu, which is named after Buddha's death, is super unlucky, so a lot of Japanese people will not move houses or get married on this day. Wedding companies will discount this day for foreigners who don't know or care and just want to get married in Japan. Taian is the super lucky day. People love to go to the horse races or buy lottery tickets on this day, so the gambling companies love to remind you when it's coming. Pachinko parlors too. It's not just gambling though. The belief that Taian is a lucky day is so pervasive that Sony has released all of their consoles on this day, except the PS Vita. And what happened? Checkmate, liberals, the 6-day week is real.
Checkmate!
In the 1600s, Japan banned meat, and it still affects society today. Meat was banned by Tokugawa Tsunayoshi, also known as the shogun who loved dogs. And he didn't just ban eating meat, he banned killing animals under any circumstances. But not everyone obeyed this. Restaurants disguised themselves as pharmacies and sold meat as a health supplement. These pharmacies came up with code names for the meat too. Like horse meat was called sakura because its raw form looks like cherry blossoms. Boar meat was called
who are they
botan because
fooling?
it looks like this flower. And chicken meat, kashiwa. The most interesting part is that these words that used to be code names are commonly used in Japanese today for their specific meats.
That is funny.
In Japan, there's an island with more cats than humans on it. Tashirojima, 5 hours north of Tokyo on the bullet train, is home to more than 150 cute felines. The reason there's so many cats is because the island's residents used to raise silkworm.
They had, when we were in Japan on the last trip, they have these cat cafes where you can just sit down and, you know, get a drink and then pet cute cats. It was really fun. And then we did a pig cafe. It was a cute little baby pigs. and we did a snake cafe where you can have like a fucking boa on your shoulders while you. And then they have dog cafes, and there's a bunch. Did you tip the cats? Yeah, I tipped the cats. I didn't tip the humans that worked there. I only tipped the cats, and I made sure they knew they couldn't. It was only for the cats.
For textiles, and mice are a natural predator of silkworms, so cats were an obvious solution. Eventually, the cats were let free and kind of took over the island. Tashirojima's inhabitants are mostly elderly nowadays, so the island could end up being uninhabited in the near future. The Japanese beckoning gesture. Yeah, so the way Japanese people beckon is a bit different to us. Here's my friend, YouTuber Jack Song, to explain.
Okay, so this is the Western gesture.
That's like
And this is the Japanese
Morpheus,
gesture.
Neo in the
If you're a
Matrix.
Westerner, it's easy to mistake this gesture for being shooed away. But no, they're not being rude, they're actually calling you over.
俺は Japan analysis が大好きなんだよ!
Thanks, Jack. Love you too, buddy.
I've never seen anyone do the first one in my life. I've never seen someone do this. I've never seen someone do the top down. The bottom one, I've never really seen someone do it the Neo way unless they're joking. But like, come on this way, this.
White rice was a leading cause of death in Japan for a long time. You know how Japanese people love rice? Well, they used to love it a little too much. Back in the Edo period, as it became more available to common folk and became the staple food, people were basically consuming exclusively white rice. This led to vitamin deficiencies that people at the time thought was a sickness and called the Edo disease. Now we know this as beriberi or thiamine deficiency. Thiamine is contained in the brown part of the rice that they were removing. This deficiency ravaged Japan, especially their navy, for a very long time, until a doctor named Takaki Kanehiro noticed that Western navies were not succumbing to the same issues. So
They just thought it was just what happens when you're on a boat. Nothing can be done about it. When you're on a boat, you get the boat sickness.
he arranged an experiment where the next fleet would be sent out with bread and meat instead. That fleet came back without the quote-unquote disease, which proved his theory, saving hundreds of thousands of lives. Japanese people put money in their shoes. You know how your grandma tells you boomer life hacks and most of the time they're bullshit, but sometimes they're super useful? This is one of the useful ones that Japanese grandmas tell their children. If your shoes are stinky, putting a 10-yen coin in them will remove the odor. And you know what? Apparently it works. It has to do with like the copper ions reacting with the moisture in the shoe. I don't really know. Maybe someone can explain it in the comments. I don't want to read this one out loud. I'll just explain it. You know how people celebrate their child's first steps, first word, or first day at school? Well,
real?
in Japan, they celebrate something else, too. Their daughter's first time of the month. It started hundreds of years ago. On this day, the mom will make red rice to let the father and grandparents know what happened. But it's kind of creepy, so the number of households that do it has fallen over the years. It's still around 35% though. One of my friends I asked about this told me that, yeah, her family did it and it was really
35%.
Embarrassing. Well, that's all the facts I can fit in this video, but I have more.
Part two,
linked in the description. It's on
two.
Patreon, but it's free. You don't have to pay to watch it. Because some of
Oh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Might be a TBD though. Ooh. That was interesting. That was a good vid. Very good vid, I think. They should make one for when your balls drop. Well, what would be the food? This is an American equivalent. Meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs when your balls drop. Something there. There's something there. You might be onto something there, partner. You're rustling up some cowpokes in the right part of town. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Crab game? I'm a little bit nervous about playing crab game on account of I have to work on Marketing Monday tonight. Hades Grind Part 2. What else is there to do? I feel like I'm not going to play Hades 2 until they fully release the game. Although they did nerf. They nerfed Chronos. They changed the dash. People are saying they're beating it now. So I'm actually very glad that I did it when I did it. You know? Got in, got out. Guy is so afraid of getting caught up in the ground or hates it. Yeah, I mean, not specifically this, but I am avoiding pumping in 2 to 3 hours in a game and then being too tired to work on my slides. Because I want to get my schedule continued. We did a good marketing. By the way, this week's Marketing Monday, I just think even if you watched it live, the edit is so good. Eric and Quack just did I got like creators reaching out to me telling me this is the one they liked the most. I mean, it was a good one. I think it was a good one. I truly recommend it. I mean, Eric and Quack, but it's Eric the lead on it. I think he's been super on his game lately. Been really, adding. Pokemon roguelike. I don't know, dude. I don't want to add a game. I want to beat Crab Game for real. Crab Game's fun. I think streams for this week. Monday, Marketing Monday. Tuesday, ? Open. Maybe I try to all day beat Crab Game. Wednesday is May 22nd. So there's nothing planned. There is no plan. There will be nothing that day. Not a thing. Nope. Not a thing. Thursday, dealer's choice. I don't know what to do yet. Friday, I'm gone. Friday, I am going to Arizona for a LAN party with all my boys from back in the day who are hosting a friends LAN where we're going to set up literally like, Xboxes on CRTs connected and like, we're going to play Blood Gulch and we're going to play, fucking Warcraft 3 customs and we're going to do, it's going to be a true old school throwback LAN. Everyone here is invited, of course. It sounds, obviously I don't want to take another time off, but like, I think passing this up would be so stupid because it sounds so fun. It's such a good idea. And it's boys I haven't seen in a minute and it'll just be good. It's like, what's the point of life if you're going to turn that down? So, I was thinking of doing a stream. They have some funny Atrioc stories that are probably really embarrassing for me that you guys could use to make fun of me and then I could use for content. So I was thinking of maybe trying to go live from there and just getting some old high school Atrioc stories or, because I forgot that I used to, what was it? I used to do like, when I was like, they'll tell it better than me because I don't really remember this. But like when I would be in an argument with somebody, I would do like these hand waves. They all agreed on this. I would do like, they'll have to explain it because I don't fully understand it. But I was parrying their argument. I'm not 100%. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it for sure. Yeah, Jedi mind tricks. I bet they'll say you pooed at school. I bet they won't say that. I can almost guarantee they won't say that. Dog shampoo. I mean, they know the dog shampoo story. 100%. This would be the crew of people that knows the dog shampoo story, which I assume most of you don't know because that's such an old video. And the video was like back, what does that video have? 20K views? I don't think anyone knows the dog shampoo story. But I guess everyone does know that. I guess it's a classic. That's like 3 years old video. The first bow, they give it 12 months, 1 year anniversary. Wow, we've come so far. Who'd have thought we'd get here when you first subbed in May of 2023? Thanks, the bow, first bow. Atrioc, will you do bring your streamer to work again today? No, not today. Oh, you didn't say today. No, not today, but I will do it again. I will do it again and relatively soon. I think, you know what I'll do is I'll do it when I get back from this land. So we'll do it on Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. That sounds good to me. Last time I was unemployed, now I have the best I've ever had. Well, whether or not you get picked, congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. Though, even great jobs can turn sour eventually. Be careful. Not be careful. I'm just understand that life is growing and changing, and the things you once enjoy may change, and then you have to don't be mad at yourself if you don't feel the same way. I'm not mood killing. I guess I'm just trying to I guess I'm just thinking about how I used to think that when I got the job at Twitch, and I was like, this is my favorite job ever. This is the perfect dream job. I will love this job forever. And then 3 years later, I was like, I hate this job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not it's funny, not that I'm not outing him or anything, but I was having food with Radstats, Ludwig's shorts editor, after basketball, and he said around 3 years in, he was like, 3 years of editing shorts, he's like, I have to change some parts of it because he was getting burnt out. There's people do that, like it's common, you know. Just trying to vibe with you. All right. Is it so crazy to vibe? Do you still climb regularly? No, I've replaced all physical activity outside of weightlifting, which I'm still doing. But outside of that, it's all basketball because I really, really, really want to be good. Not good. I want to be good for our group. That's what I want to do. I'm very motivated. I'm very, very motivated. Not good, great. Not great, better than LeBron James. Yeah, I want to be gold. I want to be gold 4 in basketball. That's all I want. I want to be a gold 4 basketball player. And I think I can do it with consistent practice. Like imagine some of you might have this. If you have a friend group that all plays Valorant, or they all play League of Legends, or they all play something, and it's like a regular thing. You're joining the Discord, people are putting pickup games. Imagine if you were like one of the worst players. You're always getting carried. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of sucks. You don't want to be the person showing up and always getting carried. So maybe one day you're like, fuck it, I'm going to sit down and grind. You grind up, and then for a while, the games are fun. And then for a second while, you grind too hard, and now nobody wants to play with you. And now the games aren't fun, and you're addicted to a stupid game, and you throw away your life. And now you flash forward 2 years, you're not playing with friends at all, you're just grinding solo queue all day, every day. You're not going to go pro because you're not that good, but you've wasted hundreds of thousands of hours. Just stop before you do that. Just stop before you do that. Somehow this thing's personal. Yeah, I've done this personally for many, many things. But I've learned. I've become a smarter, more well-rounded person. Life is a journey of mistakes and learning. And if you build upon those slowly, but surely you can put together the bricks to create the house, the mental house of your dreams. Life is a highway. I'm going to ride it all night long. bro, real physical sports are not like that. Dominating randos will never be boring. Well, I'm not playing with randos. I'm playing with friends. But I'm not worried about getting to a level where I'm so good that I'm dominating our games. Let's worry about, putting up consistent buckets before I'm let's not get ahead of myself, okay? I'm not going to the NBA. But thanks for the bits, Winky Bree. Wait, they're fake? Bro, hit me with the fake bits? This emote is Winky B1K fake bits. What is your fucking problem? What is your fucking problem? You dropped fucking 6,000 fake bits? This is why I never thank bits. Oh, no, thanks, Winky, for doubling down. Oh, really more? How generous of you. How fucking generous, bro. Goated emote. Why would Twitch allow that? It's so stupid. Yeah, you know what you should do is you ask for a refund, and I'll refund you real cash. And you've truly swindled me. Fucking. What is this? Oops, I need a refund. This is just a spinning castle of some sort. It's the new league season. You ready to grind face the diamond? No. Though Nathan One Night Staniel stands magnificent, has proposed an idea to me where him and I play League of Legends. We start in the morning, his time, and we can't end stream until we get 10 wins. I told him dead no, but it's been rattling around in my brain. I do think it would actually bring the Joker out of me. I think he's trying to find an experiment that would actually bring back College Atrioc. Because I think that is what I used to practice. That's what I used to do every day. Do you understand? I used to have an Excel document, and I would not let myself sleep until I got 10 wins. I think that would be a truly Joker-esque stream. But League is kind of on the come up. League is having a bounce back, bro. A little mini one, not a big one. But people are League's back in the ether, dude. Boop, 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 boop. That's actually fucking crazy. You end up working at NVIDIA. The only ASU grad NVIDIA has ever hired. Oh, what? My level? Up here? I'd rather castrate myself than re-download anything by Riot Games. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You can uninstall it after you download it. And then for the rest of your life, you don't have a stump where your dick would be. I understand you're trying to make a point, like a dramatic point, but it just feels extreme, feels excessive. Atrioc, are you getting EA College Football 2025? No, I'm going to go play college football in 2025. EA style. So I'm quitting everything I'm doing, and I'm going to try and get put on the team. Dude, congrats. Proud of you. You guys know how much I want this, right? With how much I talk about football all the time. You guys know I'm always saying, move those chains. Blue 42. Hut, hike. Just general football shit. That's me. I'm always been a football guy. What positions are you trying for? I think I was going to do either linebacker or quarterback because they're the most similar positions. So those are the ones I'm built for, you know? Do both? Good idea. Both sides of the ball. And also I was thinking of being a kicker too, just as a bonus, because Ninja told me it's easy. Ninja told me it's like there's no reason I should miss, so I'll just use the gamer in me. Just kick the ball. Like, how hard could it be, bro? You could be the next Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt. I could be the next this guy. Did he do something? We have a similar build, you think? I don't know. I don't know what he kicked somebody. Kareem Hunt. If he did, it's not in the top of his Google. It's not even first page of his Google. It's not even second page of his Google. It's not even third page of his Google. How do you guys know this? This is so deep. Kareem Hunt apologizes for shoving and kicking woman after release from Chiefs. All right, I don't want to be the next Kareem Hunt. Thanks for the 35-month Squishy J. Pog Champ. Do you know any alternatives for the Financial Times? I want to read something like that, but it's too expensive. I got to be honest with you. I think real good journalism is thrown behind paywalls so often nowadays. I don't think ad-supported journalism really exists of any quality. I think you got to find a way to pirate it. I certainly don't care if they make your money. I just... if you're interested in like reading, there's obviously plenty of good YouTube channels and sure podcasts, but like if you're interested in reading, if you like long form journalism, it's almost all paywalled now. So you have to find a way around the paywall. Yeah, I mean, I would wish it were free. I don't know what to tell you, but it's just not how. I don't know. I don't set the FT's prices. But I will be charging you for retroactively any Marketing Mondays you watched. Okay, I will be putting up a paywall, but it's not a paywall where like, because I can't get YouTube to add a paywall to my video. So instead, I'm just gonna hunt down each viewer individually, and ask nicely for the money. Any Hitman content soon? First message, Hitman Frog. Dude literally just watched the $1,500 contract contest. Fucking had my stream in the thing, clicked it, jumped in. Yeah, actually, there's a Hitman. We created Hitman 4 and then raced it. 1 hour long. I'm not joking. It sounds like I'm joking. That video is coming out tomorrow. It's actually going to be fire. Me, Linkus, a Spectacore, 6 brand new missions. We raced it. It's a really good video. I watched this cut this morning. Very fun. So yeah, you came at the right time. That's why I picked your question. Any plans to finish Lies of P in the future? I was gonna say no, but I booted it up on Friday or Saturday. I rooted and booted it, and I beat the parade, the corrupted parade. Look, I have the video. I recorded it so I could upload it in case you guys ever wanted the fucking. I can get the Lies of P guys off my back. Where is it? Okay, I just kept recording, so it's all me watching Kobe highlights. I played Kobe. Oh, dude, this video? I played Kobe Bryant one-on-one. This is from 9 months ago. This is so disrespectful. This had 114K views. This guy got a friend to dress up like Kobe Bryant and said that he played him. And he was like, this is what Kobe played like. It was, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, here's Liza P. Imagine. Is this the run? Is this the run? Back up. Easily clapped. You can tell it's spliced. You were here. You were here. Yeah, that's it. I just beat the boss. And it was fun. You know, I don't know why I booted it up. I just like, fuck it. I'll boot. I think I was going to do my normal thing where I play Hollow Knight and beat Absolute Radiance. And then the Liza P icon was right next to it. And I was like, fuck it. So I clicked it and then I got to a boss really fast. And then I did this for a little bit. I don't know how long it was, 19 minutes. And then I beat the boss. And it's fun. So maybe I will play it. I don't know. But maybe it'll be off stream and I'll just record the whole thing. Shoop doop doop. Shoop doop 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 doop. What else is going on in your guys' neck of the woods? What's going on in the world for you? Huh? Who's got something real? Something raw and real to talk about. What My D&D campaign is going well. PogChamp. Congratulations. Hey, Big A, after 4 semesters in uni, I have a 4.0 studying STEM. Oh, God. Here we go. Do you think it's worth spending the 3+ hours a night doing schoolwork to get A's instead of working and making money? Oh, that's actually a very relatable question. Yeah, bro. I think if you're going to... What I say normally is that grades don't matter after the first job, which is true. If you're going to pay for it, get the degree, but don't be so worried about your GPA, which I think is true. However, if you are an all-star 4.0 STEM graduate, finish it out. Study, go all in on this thing. Get really good at as long as you like your major, get really good at it. Try to be elite and go really far. Especially if you're learning. Yeah, I would say less worry about the grade. If you're spending 3 hours a night studying and actually getting smarter and learning what you're talking about, if you're not like finding a hack to cheat it, then yeah, it's fucking dope. You're gonna be really good. You're gonna be ahead of other graduates for sure. You're gonna know some shit. And by the way, just because you've picked a major that is like more likely to make you money, I don't think you should worry about trying to get like a college job to help pay off student debt. You're like, your starting salary and your career trajectory will make up the gap. Generally, I mean, in this market, who knows? But generally, that's the idea. But don't go crazy. Yeah, don't go crazy. Have some fun. It's not. I think it's life is what you make it. So it's not true. People say this, but there is some bit of truth to the idea that college is a really fun time that you don't get to do again. Specifically, like the idea, I think for Americans especially, because we don't have walkable cities. The real good thing about college is not that you're young. It's not. It's the fact that you get to have friends within a walkable proximity and go hang out. And in our cities, you don't have that. You just don't get it. I spent a lot of it playing League. I'm not saying I fucking made maximal time of it. I'm just saying, like, I still took advantage of the fact that I was close in proximity to friends. And you don't get that in real life. When you have to drive everywhere, it's fucking crazy. Anyway, good luck, Major Gamer. Big dub for you, either way. Hey, Big A, I'm trying to go into finance. Do you think it's better to get a job out of college or try to get a master's PhD? I'm a kind of a master's and PhD hater. I'm not saying it's not doable. Again, talk to an expert in your individual field. Talk to someone who's done it. Get more specific. I just mean, on the whole, I'm a master's and PhD hater because it's so expensive and so much time. If you can find a way to get real world experience and a real job out of college, you're probably going to prefer that. And then maybe you can go back for your degree if you need it for your master's. But I wouldn't, like, and it's also like, I just think it's kind of fucked to do that many years of schooling and that much money before you've even got a real taste of, like, is this a job I could see myself doing for the rest of my life? Do you understand? Like, do something, right? Just try to find a way to get yourself actual day-to-day experience of what you're going to do before you just spend endless amounts of time in a classroom. Again, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer, recently unemployed. The market sucks. I'm considering marketing. Is it just miserable for graphic designers right now because of AI? I feel like graphic designer, especially like at the freelance or, like, not the top level at a established firm, it's got to be fucking miserable because clients are just gonna try to use AI, try to undercut you with AI, try to drive your prices down, it just feels like a real fucking shit time. There's obviously a gap in skill between a good human graphic designer and fucking ChatGPT or whatever generating, but at the lower level, it's going to squeeze people a lot, I assume. Freelance jobs are, probably getting just squeezed. I have no idea how to break in without studying. I don't know your experience with the contribution of design. Well, you've contributed, so that's something. But in my mind, marketing is not about learning some formula that can apply to everything. In my mind, marketing, the best marketer for any product is someone who really knows that product and that industry in and out. I think marketing is a set of skills for learning how to research. That's what I honestly believe. I think good marketers are almost starting fresh on every product, and they're really good at getting up to speed on what the customer is looking for, what the product is, and what its unique advantages is, how it positions in the market. I don't think there's like a marketer that's like, oh, I just know it, and no matter what, I'll come in and know more than you about your own business. So for you to become a marketer, it's almost like learning how to learn a little bit, and then also finding a place that you could do that. You can dive in on their product and their. Isn't that similar to a lot of jobs? Yeah, 100%. I think most jobs are learned on the job, the specifics of it. I don't think a lot of people come in with credentials and just are square peg, square hole. I think most people get qualifications to show that they're capable of learning, and maybe there's some things they need to know. But they learn almost everything about each job's kind of unique in a way, and you learn what that actually entails, what being good at this job actually means, what your boss is actually looking for. I think experience is so important. How much does marketing make versus engineering? Engineering will almost certainly make more on average. But, as I climbed the marketing ladder, I started to get pretty solid pay bumps. Like it's different because Nvidia's salary was absurd. Nvidia was truly bubbled, but do you think advertising management degree translates well if I were to apply to marketing positions? Yeah, it sounds like it does. What is this?
Hello.
I lost my job to AI this week. What is this? This is going to be super sad.
I don't know if anyone does live commentaries anymore where they talk about
Holy
something that's happened.
shit. It's life story commentary over FPS gameplay. We are truly in the fucking golden age.
Their life and the background.
We're so
is,
fucking back.
Gameplay. But that's what
It's
this is.
Halo?
So, something a bit different. It's still Halo gameplay, as you'd expect from this channel. But the topic of discussion is that I just lost my job. And I lost it to AI, which is very unfortunate. I think many people joke about the fact that, oh, AI is going to take all our jobs and we're all going to get replaced. And especially within my industry, which is graphic design.
Yeah, we were just talking about this.
My job, I've been a graphic designer for the past 8 years of my life. And I've worked at this specific company for 6 years. You would think that being one of the longest running employees, being there 6 years, having a wage increase almost every year and being very...
I mean, with this aim, I totally understand. I'm timing you out, bro. Dude just lost his job to AI and you're fucking roasting his fucking headshots? Unreal, dude. Generational hater. Toxic. Toxic, bro. His aim's not even that bad.
much valued because I was the only graphic designer left. You'd think they'd want to keep me on as much as possible. I mean, I barely was allowed to take holiday because I was the only designer. So if I was off, then nobody could cover for me, and the company ended up with work stacking up. However, over the...
He's unemployed, no excuse. Give him time, dude. Check on this guy in 5-6 weeks. He's going to be fucking unreal. He's going to be unreal, unshaven. And the laundry will be undone, okay? And it's going to be a fucking problem for his opponents.
The past 3 months, I'd say, I've noticed that my schedule at the company became like less and less cluttered, and it got to the point where I was getting paid for a 7-hour and 30-minute day, and some days only doing 2 hours of work, which obviously was great for me. I loved it. Got up at 9 o'clock because it was work from home as well. I'd do 2 hours of work and I'd have nothing left to do for the rest of the day. Maybe some revisions / amends would come in at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'd do those for 20-30 minutes, and that'd be my day. I'd essentially do between 2 and 3 hours of work and get paid for 7.5. It was great for like 3 or 4 months. And then, yeah, on Monday this week, I got told that I'm being made redundant. And I was thinking, how could this be possible? You clearly need a graphic designer. The company I work at is a marketing agency who does email and web designs for clients. And yeah, I was a bit confused on that one. And then I did a bit of digging, asked a few people, and it turns out basically all of the material that I've provided over the past 6 years is now being fed to AI and templated.
Jesus.
So a design that would take me 30 minutes now takes AI 30 seconds, as it's been trained on all my templates. Essentially, I think it just literally reuses my templates, and then they can input the hex codes they want the email or the website design to be, drag and drop in the client's logo, upload the client's font, and boom, it will generate my template, but using their brand assets. And I thought, you know, it makes sense from a business point of view, but it's extremely scummy. It puts me out of a job. My immediate thought was, well, let's go to some competitor companies and see if they're looking for designers. I've looked at between 10 and 15 competitors, and every single other competitor is doing the exact same thing. Some of them even boasting about it on their website and going as far as simply inputting your website URL. It will extract all the assets and learn about that.
What's crazy is, like, it's still a race to the bottom for them. Like, once the agency loses the competency of putting together a team of designers, and once it's all AI, then they get cut out altogether by the client. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the agency is cutting out their employee to make it easier, but then they're going to get cut out by their client pretty soon. And, you know, it's a very short term. I don't know. It's tough for me to have a conclusion on this because you can't be like, you know, let's not invent cars because people that ride horses are great. You know what I'm saying? You can't. We have to allow. Actually, whether or not we allow it or not, because it's happening globally, we can't stop it. Some country will use it and then outcompete, and then. But I think there's got to be a way to prevent all of the profits from this transition. I mean, I'm very pro UBI. Yeah, I'm very pro UBI, and I don't know. I think like something like this, for example, is just such a smaller problem in a society like with a strong safety net, like a Scandinavian type society. If your job is redundant, it's not such a life or death. Like if you don't have to worry about medical care, if you don't have to worry about housing, if you don't have to worry, you know what I'm saying? If it's not a life or death thing, if it's not poverty, then you can relearn and adapt to whatever is, and that plus UBI is great. Because you know, technology is going to change things. There's the only constant in the history of all fucking jobs is that they're all shifting in response to technology. But man, AI is going to be a doozy. It is a doozy now, but it's going to be such a doozy. I was talking about this today. Who was talking about this? Oh, with the Marketing Monday team. I was just saying how, like, you know, I just feel like 10 years from now it's going to be unrecognizable, bro. I really think 2034, 2035, we're just going to have such a different, I just think so much is changing. How many researchers do you have? We have a team of 3 plus me that work on Marketing Monday or Marketing Monday type topics. You know, but I'm replacing them with ChatGPT. I told them, hey, I actually fed all your research into ChatGPT, and it's just going to be a lot simpler if I can.
Website.
What does this guy say?
And then artificially generate email and web templates for your brand. That is insane. Like, email and web designers are going to be completely out of jobs this year. Like, it just removes the need for us completely. And I think the graphic design industry is where most people cracked jokes about AI taking over. You know, oh, AI generation can't do it. It messes up the hands, or it gets things wrong, and it clearly looks like AI. But those days are past us. Like, AI progresses incredibly fast, and I've used some of it.
It's like those arguments have always been bad to me. Of like, because you know, like, do you remember? Do you remember these? Do you remember these? Wait, how do I find it? Yeah, these. The Dolly mini memes that were so viral. This was so recent. This was so fucking recent. And it was like 2 years ago. And everyone's like, oh, this is funny. This is cute. And then, like, flash forward a year, it's like, insanely better than that. A year, it's insanely better than that. Now they have like her in the GPT-4 demos. It's just like not 10 years ago. This is 2. This is so. These memes were, and they were so basic, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're so bad," and it just moves so quickly. It really is so damn quick. And I don't know. It's tough for me to decide whether this is like my gut tells me this is different. But obviously there's like history will tell you that like people have felt this way about a lot of technological changes, but this feels different. It feels so much different. But you know, tough to say. Different how? In that like it just is so much like how do I put this? It just feels like it is not I mean, right now, generally, it's like an additive to humans. It's like a human with AI is better than just AI. And so it's like a tool. It's another tool. Generally, not all the times, but generally. But this is, yeah, it's so close to just not needing the human factor for a lot of things. And that's the big shift. Because then, you know, or if you do, it's like a few experts, you know, and that's just not, you can't have a whole economy on a few experts. If the average, you know, if so much of like, I guess I'm saying if like, if a job can be done by a human who's thinking kind of lazily, if AI can replace that even, that's most jobs, bro. Everyone's not on all the time. Most humans are kind of turn their brain off at work mentally. And so if that's every fucking job that can be beaten, that I mean, I can just understand what people are upset about. I always have this internal war I'm waging on it where I'm trying to like see the benefits and the upside and also understand that you can never really stop the advancing of technology. You can't go back. We can't go back to fucking trebuchets. You know, even if I was the best fucking trebuchet loader of all time, which I was, by the way, back in my day. But then they come out with fucking cannons like I'm out of a job. Do you know what I'm saying? I had to relearn. This shit happens. It's just how it goes. But and I think this would be so much easier if it was like, you know, there's that graph about how long it took radio to reach mass adoption, how long it took TV, how long it took the internet, how long it took, you know, Angry Birds, how long it took fucking OpenAI, and it's like smaller and smaller, and it's just like we're at such a stage of rollout where if tomorrow there was like a perfect AI that replaced every, I don't know, let's say accountant. If there was an AI accountant that was just straight up better, easy to talk to, did everything, then it would be rolled out in a month. You know what I'm saying? Like it would take such a little amount of time. And there's no transition period. It's like everyone's just fucking that's the thing. So do you think blue collar jobs are in danger too? Everything that I've read and all the smart people I've listened to, it's like, it's funny how blue collar is so resilient to AI because of how expensive it is to make manual robots that work to do the dexterous things of human fingers and combine it with, it's actually way harder. Physical work is much more difficult. And so it's actually like creative work, thought work. It's like being more easily co-opted by AI. If you asked 10 years ago, people would say the opposite. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. There was a bit of an ivory tower look about it. Do you know? People with knowledge jobs like, oh, these poor truck drivers, these poor, but it was like, learn to program. You should learn to program. I'm not saying everyone was like that, but there was a bit of a looking down on it. And now it's so funny because AI is coming the exact opposite direction. I mean, it's hitting the coders, dude. AI's ability to fucking speed up coding is crazy. I wouldn't say it can do it for people yet, but it can speed things up. I got friends who are, at least on the front end, like front end devs, they're using it all the time. At the point that it will fully replace SWEs, will have replaced all white collar. People say that, and I think what they don't see is how it's playing out with when it makes experienced devs better, so they can do more with less, more efficient. Companies are using that to justify not training or not wanting to invest in new employees. So what it's actually doing is choking off the market for new entry-level software engineers, because they're hiring experienced devs and they're able to do more with less. And so it's like kicking the ladder down. That's what I'm saying. It's kicking the ladder down. You can't really feel it yet because people who are already in the industry are finding ways to make it work, but it's kicking the ladder down, and you don't get that experience. And that's how you become good at your job, is you work with people that have already done it for a while. You get training, you get leveled up, and then you become a senior. What do we do with all these extra bodies with no jobs? Again, AI has the I don't. There's no answer yet. I mean, but if it plays out the way we think it might, this is a hypothetical, but if we're truly almost post scarcity with AI, then we have to rethink everything. I mean, I actually think it needs to be an entirely new system of of everything, because that completely changes. Can we talk about Fortnite or something? Bummer City in here. Yeah, let's talk about Fortnite. Do you guys think Tifu will get replaced by AI? Do you guys think that AI will come along that can crank 90s better than some of these kids and then start winning Fortnite World Championships? Who's going to be the John Henry of cranking 90s? No machine's taking my job. Just a fucking last stand to the death. I just quit my job on a Zoom call with my coworkers where they were all announcing we were going back to the office, cutting pay, and going part-time. Wait, what? They hit you with we're going back to the office, we're cutting pay, and we're going part-time. A triple whammy? Yeah, you should quit, bro. Or, I mean, you guys sound like you quit, but I wonder how it works with severance. Because you can also just refuse to go back to the office and then try to get laid off, get severance. What's a good way to quit while maintaining the company as a reference? I think I'm pretty good at that. Different era though, but I'm very close with all my former bosses. I think I did a good job of quitting. I mean, this depends, because I also had bosses that weren't assholes. If you got a true asshole boss, it's tough because it's hard. You can't tell them the truth. But with both my bosses, I could just tell them the truth, which is hey, I was looking for this, XXX. I really respect you, and I love working for you, and this job was great, but I'm looking for this. Can't provide it. Sometimes they'll offer you, and you could be like, yeah, I don't know. It's not being a kiss ass, bro. I think that's crazy. It's just being polite to someone you've worked with. Just being, and honest too. Yeah, I don't think you need a letter. I think you should have a one-on-one with them and bring it up. Yeah, 100. I wouldn't write a letter. I would make it as personal as possible. If you're trying to like go out the right way. If you have a really good relationship with your boss, you could even let them know that the reasons you're thinking of quitting early. Sometimes it'll be a wake-up call for them, and they'll really want to keep you, and they'll move heaven and earth to try and. Dude, I remember when I said I was. And Twitch had a fucked up culture. It wasn't good, but I wasn't shy about telling people that I was thinking of quitting. And so I did tell people that I was thinking of quitting. And this executive sat me down in a room. This guy's like above my boss. He got me into a one-on-one room. He sat me down. He pulled out a bottle of like really expensive Japanese whiskey. And he's like, let me pour you a shot. It's like 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. He pours me a shot of this, like, again, like fucking $800 Japanese whiskey, something fucking crazy. Or I'm doing a shot with him in the middle of the day. And he's like, what's it going to take to get you to stick around? We're making a new team. I think it'd be a great fit. You know, he's like trying to, and at this point it really was too late. And also this guy, I didn't really want to work with him. I think also, let me be honest with you. There's a lot of people at Twitch who got promoted to like leadership positions who I don't think were 100% ready because they were young and they were gamers and they just had to be in the right place at the right time. This guy was young. I mean, this guy doing this was younger than I am now. He was probably 29. You know, I'm 24. And he's like trying to be all like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he made a lot of money off the acquisition. The guy was, but he was trying to project this image of like, who's the gray-haired guy from Mad Men? And it's like, bro, you watch TikToks. You're not Sterling. Yeah, he's trying to do a Roger Sterling type beat. This is the guy who, by the way, I was in Las Vegas. We were at like a Twitch party in Las Vegas, and I saw him playing blackjack. Actually, I was playing blackjack for $20 a hand, which was the table minimum. And he sat down next to me and started playing $10,000 a hand blackjack. The orange chips. Fucking unreal. $10,000 a hand blackjack. Wins. By the way, I lose. We play the same hand. I put $20 in. I lose. Ah, shit. He wins, doubles the 10K, and then tips the dealer more than my stack. Tips the dealer $800, which is like more than I had to gamble. It was unreal. It was like when I was 22, and I was blown the fuck away. I got mogged. I got flexed on. It was so degenerate though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. Nobody at Nvidia did that. Yeah, there was nobody at Nvidia doing 10K hand blackjack, even though they were probably richer. Brutally mogged. Yeah. And then 2 years later, you took the whiskey shot. He stayed mogging you. He did stay mogging me. I also visited his house one time, and it was like this beautiful 3-story San Francisco penthouse with a rooftop fireplace. The dude was mogging left and right. Don't get me wrong, but it's, you know, it was fucked up. The dude was set for sure. Is he still at Twitch? No. I shouldn't say this. No. He's not still at Twitch. So things took a turn. Hey, Atrioc, I have an update on that problem I told you about with my dad being addicted to Facebook, and I'm sure you're dying to know about. What? You have an update on your dad being addicted to Facebook. This feels like a problem from like 10 years ago. Are we still worried about boomers and Facebook? I mean, it's still a problem. I know they've never left, but like, what are we? It's like I don't know. It's like being upset about. I can't even think of an example. It's like being upset about new metal or something. It's like it came and went. It happened. We did it. Oh, I have seen the shit on Twitter of screenshots of boomers falling for like very obvious AI images. Yeah. Like it'll be like, you know, a child who's made a giant statue out of seashells of Darth Vader. And it's like at the obvious AI face pose. And then, you know, all the comments will be like, wow, this is amazing. This kid's truly talented. Yeah, they've got 12 fingers. Praise. And also the comments could be AI too. It's like insane. It truly is dead internet. Dead internet for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:30. I already stayed 30 minutes past my time. I was only doing a short stream today. Short stream. I'm gonna have to end. It was fun talking with you. Fun little vibe stream with the fellas and the ladies. Good time. And the MBs. Fun. Enjoyed. Just talking about the world. Some close out of it. I'll be back tomorrow with a Marketing Monday. I'm going to go work on my slides. So, Marketing Monday. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Write me in for MVP for the NBA because I really had such a fucking stellar performance today. Air Atrioc. Goodbye.